Good morning. Welcome to the 14th commencement exercise of Johnson & Wales University, Charlotte campus. I now ask everyone to please listen to Christopher McIntyre as he leads us in the singing of our national anthem. Christopher is graduating today with honors. He will receive a bachelor's degree in food service management from the College of Hospitality Management. Christopher was president of the campus Fresh Anointed Ministries Gospel Choir, and he's currently employed with the Marriott Courtyard in Gastonia, North Carolina. At this time, it is particularly fitting that we pause and take a moment to remember the victims of the tragic events at UNC Charlotte. After all, we are Charlotte Strong and will always support the Niner community. Let us also honor members of our university community, including students, alumni, and staff who are serving in the military and are veterans. You will notice that they are wearing red, white, and blue cords to symbolize and honor their military service.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, where so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Christopher. Please remain standing while Reverend Robert Knuth from the Reformed University Fellowship delivers the invocation.
Let us pray. Father in heaven, thank you for this glorious occasion to celebrate the lives of these students. Thank you that it is by your good provision that you have sustained them and given them the brains to study. Honestly, many of them come before you this morning exhausted, weak, and weary. They have been burning the midnight oil trying to faithfully finish exams and assignments while simultaneously working part-time. Others, through their involvement on campus, through clubs and other extracurricular activities, are sad to leave friendships and memories behind. Yet, the nostalgia of graduating and leaving college is also met by the excitement of what lies ahead. Many of these students are going into jobs, graduate programs, and apprenticeships that have them dreaming of the days and years to come. In the midst of all these emotions, both excitement and sadness, I pray that you meet us in the person and work of Jesus Christ. Your word says, "For our sake you made him to be sin who knew no sin, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God. Thank you this morning that for those who profess faith in Jesus, we have confidence of our righteousness before you, not because of anything we could ever do to merit your love, but because you first love us and gave yourself for us. As a result, we know you to be our rock, our great anchor in the storm of life, and that no matter where we are today on that emotional spectrum, you have promised to always have and always to hold us. As the bridegroom of the church, you wash us clean by your blood to forever make us your lovely bride. I pray, Holy Spirit, that you communicate what is true to these students this morning. Specifically, I ask that you grant them the eyes to see Jesus, who is the imprint of the invisible God and the radiance of glory. Whether it is for the first time or for the 100th time, I pray that these students would know you to be their strength and their shield. I pray that they would know that they have a Father in heaven who celebrates with them on their graduation day and weeps with them in failure and in sorrow. Even though you are holy and transcendent, we can know you to be our faithful Emmanuel, the God who is with us and for us. There is no other God like you in this regard. I ask that you receive all the glory and honor from this graduation ceremony, and that you would richly bless us by your presence. I pray all these things in the exalted name of Jesus. Amen.
Please be seated. Thank you, Reverend Knuth. On behalf of everyone at Johnson & Wales University, especially James H. Hans Jr., Chairman of the Board of Trustees, who is joining us today, the members of the Board of Trustees and Corporation, the faculty, the administration, and most importantly, our students, welcome to our commencement exercise. As we celebrate today, we affirm our commitment and promise to all of you in ensuring that this university grows even stronger in impact and reputation. We are honored to have you with us today to celebrate the achievements of these men and women, the class of 2019 of the College of Arts and Sciences, the College of Hospitality Management, the College of Culinary Arts, the College of Business, and the College of Online Learning, which is based on our Providence campus. I know this is a very important day for all of us. We are exuberant, we are enthusiastic, and we have every cause to celebrate. I also know that some of us started our celebrations as soon as the last final exam was over. But now I ask you, all of you, to take this time to sit back, bask in the glory of your accomplishments, and take pride in your university while we honor you today. The university mace you saw carried this morning by Dr. David Jewell, Dean of Academic Affairs, is an important academic symbol. It represents the ideals and values of Johnson & Wales education philosophy and serves as an important timeline of the university's history. Commencement is not only a day of celebration for our graduates, but this is also a day of celebration for your families. This is a time for them to share in your achievements and your new beginnings. Your parents, and for some of you, your spouses and partners, can feel some ownership of your degree and your success. I am personally proud of each and every one of you and for what you have accomplished. There is another very special group of people we want to recognize today: our college and department chairs and faculty. I would like to ask all the faculty and department chairs to please stand so that we may applaud your contribution to the success of our graduating class. Thank you. Since we are gathered here today to commend these men and women for their success in completing their academic studies, in keeping with tradition, it is fitting that our program include greetings from a member of the graduating class. I am pleased to introduce to you now, representing the class of 2019, Rebecca Marie Curtis. Today, Rebecca, a native of San Diego, California, will earn her bachelor's degree in marketing from the College of Business. Rebecca was the Vice President of Membership Development for a sorority, Delta Phi Epsilon. She was a student assistant in human resources and also interned for the Girl Tribe Company, a retail establishment here in Charlotte. Rebecca is graduating summa cum laude. Please join me in welcoming Rebecca as she brings greetings from the class of 2019.
Chairman Hance, President Malik, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, parents, relatives, and friends, and of course, graduates, good morning. I want to start by thanking you for allowing me to speak today. I would also like to personally extend my congratulations to the class of 2019 and the individuals in the crowd who helped us get here. Now, some of you may be wondering, what makes me qualified to stand before you and speak for the rest of my class? And to that I say, if you find the answer, let me know. While I can't answer that question for you, I would like to share what I feel is some key information about myself. Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca Curtis, grilled cheese enthusiast, San Diego Padre fanatic, and in a few short moments, a graduate of Johnson & Wales University, Charlotte. However, today is not just about me. It is about each person who fills a seat on this arena floor and those of you in the arena celebrating us today. When I began to write this speech, I pondered how I would express the gratitude that the class of 2019 feels. It's a bit of a daunting task to try and encompass the thoughts and emotions of hundreds of other people, so I hope that I do it justice and that my words translate and resonate with each one of you. My promise to those of you in the audience is to keep this speech from being one of the cliche, quote-filled speeches we have all come to anticipate and hate. Wish me luck. Something I cannot wrap my brain around is that all of our paths strategically intertwined and ultimately led us to this place at this exact moment in time. For some, college was always on our radar and we knew this is where we would be. For others, it was a spur-of-the-moment decision that led to one of the most significant accomplishments of your lives. For some of you, this is a pit stop in your pursuit of higher education. Some may be the first in their family to complete college, while others are continuing a legacy. Regardless of our differences in life experiences, majors, or personality, we all have one strong commonality. We are the class of 2019. Every decision we have made and every class that we have taken has led us to this moment. When you and your classmates huddled around a table studying for your final accounting exam, it was leading up to this. When you stood in a lab for 6 hours straight, it was leading up to this. When you felt like you gave everything and had nothing left to give, it was leading up to this. Now, I'm not saying it was easy by any means, but what I am saying is it was totally worth it. This moment where you stand in your greatness as college graduates was totally worth it. And I would like to remind you, you are not here by accident. We did not get here solely by our own doing. So with that being said, I would now like to direct my attention to those of you who are the family, friend, confidant, or mentor of one of these graduates. You, yes, all of you, from the bottom, top, and everything in between of my heart, thank you. Your sacrifices have not gone unnoticed, and we appreciate them more than you know. You are here today because you love and care about at least one person in this room, and you've helped shape them into the person they are. For that, we are forever grateful. There are also some other people in this room who've had front row seats in watching us get to this moment. Faculty, there is absolutely no way we would be in these caps and these gowns if it were not for you. Thank you for the hours of instruction, even when we look like zombies at 7:30 in the morning. Thank you for the assignments and practicals. They help set us up to wow our future employers. However, most importantly, thank you for showing us how rewarding it can be to give back. While you do not get nearly enough credit as you should, I am so grateful to have learned from professors who genuinely care about their students' success. I promise I'm coming to a close. There's just one last group of people I would like to thank. The intelligent, talented, tenacious, and above all, amazing class of 2019. Without you, my college experience would not be the same, and I would be just another face with just another degree. Without you, I would have no reason to be on this stage talking, so thanks. Thank you for your hard work and dedication. Thank you for your resilience and creativity. And thank you for leaving this campus better than when you arrived. It has been said that JWU has the best and the brightest, and looking out into the crowd at all of you, I can see that this is true. There is no doubt in my mind that JWU has prepared us to be successful after we leave here today. Every one of you is equipped with the tools and support necessary to achieve your dreams. And I am hopeful that I'll be eating in some of your future restaurants or connecting with you on LinkedIn in the near future. I am honored to share in the camaraderie JWU has fostered. We may not remember every detail of our communications course or international cuisine lab, but we will remember the way people affected us, the way our stories became memories, a random classmate became a best friend, or a professor became a mentor. While we have all run different life races, it has been an honor to walk with you during this leg. Thank you, and again, congratulations to the class of 2019.
Thank you, Rebecca, for doing such a great job representing your classmates. Our campus has nearly 1,700 students from 8 countries and 42 states and territories. Today, we are recognizing our international students from Bahamas, Bermuda, and Nepal. You came from places close to our campus and from afar away, as represented by these beautiful flags behind us to create a rich and vibrant community. Time and time again, you exhibited those tangible tenets of a wildcat: pride, character, courage, and community. That will make you a valuable and productive citizen and a leader in your chosen field of employment. It is now our pleasure to confer an honorary degree upon an individual whose achievements have distinguished themselves amongst their peers.
President Malik, it is my great honor and pleasure to introduce Gary Ward Guittard, President of Guittard Chocolate Company.
When you talk about chocolate, it is with a passion and purpose that is infectious. For you, chocolate is not just one of life's most delightful culinary treats. It is life. A life to which you were born as a 4th-generation member of a family that has been making chocolate in America since 1868. Some of your fondest childhood memories are of exploring your grandfather's chocolate factory, marveling at the equipment, savoring the heady aroma and indulging in the occasional sample. You quickly became enchanted with a process that transforms small bitter beans into America's most craved food substance. That enchantment remains with you today as president of one of the oldest family-owned and operating chocolate producers in the world. One moment you are focused on the flavor notes of the latest Guittard creation, the next you are discussing sustainable agriculture and the future of cocoa crops in the Ivory Coast and beyond. Your high-quality chocolate, made by melding old-world small batch processing with modern techniques, can even be tailored to accomplish a specific flavor in someone's final confectionery or pastry product. This flexibility is a Guittard hallmark that larger companies cannot match. Serving on the board of the World Cocoa Foundation, you lead the industry in your global efforts to promote sustainability of the environment, of the cocoa growing regions, and the well-being of cocoa workers. More recently, you have devoted your expertise and energy to preserving heirloom fine flavor cocoa beans through your involvement with the Heirloom Cocoa Preservation Group. From working with growers in the field to the care and craft taken when the beans arrive at your headquarters, your lifelong approach to chocolate making is quality from the ground up. When asked what fuels your devotion, you say, "Everyone loves chocolate. It makes people smile." What could be better than that? Gary Ward Guittard, for your exacting standards in the sourcing and blending of every Guittard chocolate product, and the continuation of your family's legacy, and for your support of our academic mission and endeavors, Johnson & Wales University is proud to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Business Administration, honoris causa. I would like to be the first to congratulate you, Dr. Guittard, and as your first official act as a graduate of Johnson & Wales University, class of 2019, I invite you to address your classmates. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Gary Ward Guittard.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm never very comfortable when people talk about myself or the company. You know, you've all learned a craft here, and the rest of your life you're going to be spending making it an art. So you have the basics to expand that and to do something with it that's extraordinary. And to do that, you're going to have to kind of change your course a little bit. And you all have ideas of what you want to do. This is where I'm going. This is what I'm going to do. But to get there, your path is going to make some changes. And mine certainly did. When I was a graduate, I went to the University of Denver. I was more interested in rock climbing or writing the great screenplay. I had no idea what I wanted to do. I didn't want to go into the chocolate business. But my biggest decision was, do I stay in Denver? Do I go back to San Francisco? And I was married at the time, so in the idea of being responsible, the responsible thing is to move back to San Francisco. So I did. I moved back to San Francisco, and I decided to join an advertising agency, which I did, and I started in the mailroom, and then became a cub writer. And what better way to learn to be a great screenwriter by letting somebody else pay for your education. But there I was. That's where I started, and here I am now. Hey, how I got here It's kind of hard to tell you, but I'm going to try. And I'm going to try and tell you the 3 things that I think are going to help you find what it is you want to do in your heart, and it's going to help you grow as an artist. And that is being free of the fear of failure. Second thing is learning the difference in interconnectedness of process and content. And the third is understanding your biases. So fear of failure, you're all in school, you have fear of failure, you gotta pass your classes, you're done with that. Now you can use fear and failure as motivating factors. So don't be afraid to fail. That's how you're gonna learn. That's how you're gonna change your course and learn about the things that are good for you to do. So don't be surprised if what you think is good, it isn't, and what you don't think is. The other thing I think is important is fear, because fear is something that is a motivator. It drives you to action. I'm afraid all the time in my business, not as an emotion, but as a piece of information. Fear tells me what to be focusing on in my business. So fear, I think, is very important. As far as process and content, we all know about process and content. You have the ingredients for a meal, you put them together a certain way, and then you have the content. You have the meal at the end. And it's the learning of how those 2 things work together that is going to be really important in learning about creativity. And I don't mean just creativity. Could be an accountant. You can be creative in anything you do, and creative makes you be successful. It's the key to your heart and your soul growing, and you have to learn how to do that. And process and content are things that will. I have a quick example. When I was just a few years ago, I said I want to put sunflower lecithin in our chocolate. And I said, okay, we're putting sunflower lecithin in the chocolate. I didn't really think of all of the consequences of that. I didn't think of our customers that have soy lecithin on their packaging and all the implications that it would have down the road. So it's very important to understand process, and you've learned process, your learning process now in school, and then when you're going to learn a little bit more how that adds to the content of the things you're doing. And the third thing, and one of the more complicated things I think is to learn, is our biases. Everybody has biases. It's the way you were raised, it's your genetics, it's the way you see the world, the filter that you have. And they make us kind of who we are. And most importantly, it becomes important during communication and in your relationships with others. All business that you guys are going to do, or that we all do, is built on relationships and how you deal with one another. And we all have our own little specific language, you know. You've seen people do that. Sometimes you get put off by it. You don't want to have to deal with somebody that you're not attracted to as far as their mannerisms or the way they look you in the eye or the way they gesture with their hands. But it's key they have something to tell you. They have facts, something to teach you, something that you don't have. Their ability to communicate in their own unique way. And whatever we do, it's up to us to not only want to hear the people that we want to hear or that we can hear, but also listen to the messages that people give us that we maybe don't want to hear, and maybe even learn to speak in their language. You know, there's the old saying, speak to each in accordance with their own understanding. So I think that's important to be able to do in regards to business, relationships, being successful, being creative, because you're looking at yourself. You're saying, how can I look at the world and look at what I do in an unbiased way? Well, we need a little more of that in the world, don't we? So it's a great time in the industry. It's so much happening. It's the hospitality, food. It's a revolution going on, and it's exciting time. There's lots of opportunities. People want to know where their food came from, how it was made. We're not stuck with the hybrid tomatoes and strawberries. We know the difference between something that's not a hybrid and something it is. It's a battle that we fight in the chocolate industry. But it's an exciting time to be involved. Because of the revolutionary time with food and in this industry as a whole, there's a tremendous amount of opportunity and a tremendous amount to be proud of being involved in. And as food has really developed its own soul, I think those that work with food and or whatever craft they are, it's a bridge to be able to connect with your own soul. Well, thanks, fellow graduates, and good luck in your future and those many paths you may take.
Dr. Guitard, thank you for your inspiring message. We know our graduates will continue to value your insights.
Before the graduate and undergraduate degrees are awarded, I would like to note that when each graduate receives his or her degree, a picture will be taken by a professional photographer. So graduates, please remember to pause a moment and smile for the cameras. It is now my pleasure to present the degree candidates to you. Will the candidates for the degree of Masters of Science and Masters of Business Administration please stand and remain standing? President Malik, it is my pleasure to present these candidates to you. They have met all the requirements of the university and come to you with the recommendation of the faculty that you confer upon them the degree of Master of Science and Master of Business Administration.
With the authority vested in me by the State of Rhode Island and the Board of Trustees of Johnson & Wales University, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science and Master of Business Administration with all its rights and privileges. Please be seated until you are directed by the ushers to come forward and be recognized.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science please stand and remain standing? President Malik, it is my pleasure to present these candidates to you. They have met all the requirements of the university and come to you with the recommendation of the faculty that you confer upon them the degree of Bachelor of Science.
With the authority vested in me by the State of Rhode Island and by the Board of Trustees of Johnson & Wales University, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelors of Science with all its privileges and rights. Please be seated until you're directed by the ushers to come forward and be recognized.
Will the candidates for the degree Associate in Science please stand and remain standing? President Malik, it is my pleasure to present these candidates to you. They have met all the requirements of the university and come to you with the recommendation of the faculty that you confer upon them the degree of Associate in Science.
I think the tenant is remain standing. Thank you. With the authority vested in me by the state of Rhode Island and by the Board of Trustees of Johnson & Wales University, I confer upon you the degree of Associate in Science with all its rights and privileges.
Okay, now you may please be seated. Stay seated until you are directed by the ushers to come forward and be recognized. The graduates will now come forward as directed by the ushers to receive your diplomas. Graduates, please make sure that you take a moment to shake hands with myself or President Malik and smile for the cameras. We ask the audience to hold your applause until the last name is called. Good luck with that.
Everybody ready? All right, here we go. Abigail Nicole Allen.
Jamie Elizabeth Kleppel.
Neoda Brown.
Devin Travanti Ingram.
Vanessa Ann Green.
Melissa Faith Smith.
Christina Marie Sherman.
Tiffany Ann Taylor.
Hunter Renee Beals.
Elizabeth D. Ruff.
Chow Bao Lee.
Joseph James Mentasana.
Samantha Ann Babcock.
Christina Vanessa Shuford.
Tracy Cooper.
Nathan Christopher McClellan.
Amanda Beth Wynn.
Kimberly Lynn Call.
Bianca Patrice Moore.
Chantel Ginyard.
Deet Gilbert.
Ty Shabazz Esmond Gonzalez.
Rebecca Marie Curtis.
Catherine Kanice Williams.
Christopher Rajon McIntyre.
Najala Rochelle Work.
Kennedy Little.
Sabria Monet Huggins.
Astrid Celeste Montenegro.
Dabney Wright.
Kevin Beasley.
Sierra Nicole Wilson.
Brielle Michelle Callender.
Coy Neville Little.
Angel Brianna Nicole Byers.
Kiera Elizabeth Gardner.
Deasia Janae Brown.
Charity Ann Hines.
Sydney Denise Baldwin. Y'all be careful coming up these steps.
Demisha Lene White.
DeQuinda Nelena Owens.
Alexis Shanae Lyons.
Portia Shaquan Foster.
Donovan Eugene Anderson.
Aubrey Lene Martin.
Shavasia Antoinette Grant.
Kaylee Jane Duckworth.
Jasmine Michelle Gordon.
Florina Ciantra Bush.
LaShawn Tynell Aker.
Constance Delaney Harris.
Zakaria Kania Little.
Micah LeRae Kitson.
Ariana Alexia Poteet, known as AP.
Morgan Amber Corello.
Kia Sung Horton.
Frances Claire Ashanson Rabolo.
Kimberly N. Baker.
Jessica Lovell.
Adrena Elizabeth Daisy Ginyard.
Ambika Jessica Sharma.
Jared Emerson Gilbert.
Sierra Selena Duvall.
Ariana Nadine Renee Grimes.
Janai Ashanti Charles.
Javantre Deron Lanier.
Deontay Montrez Bridges.
Cesar Andres Ramos.
Lashana Johnson.
Cameron Blake Harmon.
Jordan Elise Fields.
Braxton Isaiah Gardner.
Kayla Madison Simpson.
Jernay Denisha Jeffries.
Horace G. Payne Jr.
Destiny Charisse Grant.
Jason O'Dear Rosales.
Kiana Latrice Lumpkin.
Emily H. Pham.
Deontay Amar Brown.
Yalitza Gallego Guerra.
Geraldine Glenshay Jin.
Anna Sophia Eisen.
Warren Michael Franklin.
Iana Natalia Heiliger Nesbitt.
Miyaka Spears.
Tristan Lee Floyd.
Kaija Spicer.
George Bodie.
Brianna Nicole Cooper.
Rasheem Azariah Cruikshank.
Robert Roderick Slew.
Brianna Cameron.
Daneer Jamil Yamira Weish.
Tamia Monique Evans.
Rakia Smith.
Latonia Faith Wallace.
Sienna Rose Lynch.
Heather Ann Hargrave.
Kira Ann Henderson.
Cameron Cole Lenhart.
Nick Anthony Pitorek.
Kayla F. Garner.
Taisha Marie Richards.
Tyler Melville Davis.
Courtney McCoy Johnson.
Alexis Victoria Maston.
Sydney Lynn Johnson.
Rebecca Grace Warren.
Ahmad Watson.
Brian Evan Cates.
Joseph Marcello Colorado.
Lindsay Danielle Wooten.
Elena Maria Lundy.
Cedric Jacobs.
Rayosha Cherie Pearson.
Jonathan Christopher Charles. Pretty. I know you. Kylie Christine Pretty.
Christina Janae Thomas.
Dalton Levi Lafferty.
Estella Hubith Fernandez.
Carlisle Ashlyn Potter.
Kalia Karen Parker.
Joseph Charles Suzanne. Desiree.
Markayla Brooks.
Desiree Monique Samuel.
Kiera Christine Ware.
William Edward Gondak.
Carrie Ann Ketchy.
Cytera Terrell Huff.
Haley Renee Franklin.
Megan Larkins.
Allison Marie Grover.
Alexis Nicole Graham.
Emily Marie Lakin.
Tyshawn Darius Coleman.
Hannah Michelle Heacock.
Shelby Ann Taylor.
Cara Ann Petrullo.
Mary Kathleen Flaherty.
Olivia Ray Meeks.
Caleb Alexander Stockner.
Shelby Lane Purvis.
Deanna Wolf.
Julia Michelle Kersharenko.
Christian Thomas Creswell.
Mallory Lindsay D'Annunzio.
Allison Emily Van Ruzen.
Brandon Christian Sulfridge.
Emma Caitlin Rainey.
Sean Paul Blaine.
Amanda Jane Barger.
Robert Hammock.
Anna Katarina Adams.
Miranda Sage Wolf.
Natavia Irvin Cook.
Grace Victoria Zirkle.
Jaira Moore.
Ziana Mariel Andino.
Anissa Lachelle Barton.
Cresia Cassandra Nance.
Uriah Sinclair Anderson Robertson.
Alina Kumari DiGenesti.
Leslie E. Howell.
We're going to do it. All right, we got it. Congratulations. Dominique Mariana LaRose.
Bianca Sierra Covington.
Ashley Elizabeth Lunsford.
Connor Neal Gregg.
All right, one more time. Ashley Madison Allen.
Carly May Lovingood.
Quinetta Allison Watkins.
Perry Carrie DeMond Comer.
Haley Nicole Grove.
Ebony Simone Boulder. Kenya Nicole.
Jonathan Thomas Fucci.
Kenya Nicole Argerson.
Monir Emil Bascaron.
Daylene Pereira. Got this one.
Good job.
Jordan Allison Thompson.
Samuel Lewis Fanning Jr.
Carla Giselle Moran.
Candice Marie Norman.
Nicholas Alexander Jones. Michael P. Murphy.
Jayla Renee Monique Wood.
Michael P. Murphy.
Iman Kalia Mitchell.
Andrew Darnell Augustin Carpenter.
Rashika Charmel Boyd.
Odalis Amanda Garcia.
Justin Robert Ledbetter.
Logan Andrew Dollinger.
Mitchell Stephen Klaus.
Kayla Marie Scharberg.
Nathan Tyler Grubin.
Jennifer Nugent.
Jamie Lee Hunley.
Candace Aline Walczak.
Jillian Marie Charlin.
Cede Fernandez Medina.
Molly Patrice Vizeni.
Ariel Morales.
Cassandra Lynn Leppert.
Kellyanne Marie Bronsdorf.
Nicholas Allen Mons.
Kalia R. McJury.
Tyler Chaffin.
Joelle Del Petro.
Sarah M. Morgul.
Aiden Patrick Gilmartin.
Haley Jordan West.
Brianna D. Borden.
Hannah Olivia Marsh.
Mark Stephen Constantine.
Jesse Lynn Gilman.
David Eugene Houston III.
Lauren Marie Urbanowitz.
Daquan Jave Haddock.
Megan Savella Del Rosario.
Markel Brown.
Brianna Janae Davis.
Nicole Courtney Stevens.
Kaya Melissa Waymer.
Caitlin Elizabeth Norton.
Ronia Annette Naper.
Whitney Brianna Johnson.
Alana Paige Hennon.
Kendrick Jamal Green.
Aaliyah Nicole Mitchell.
Brandon Howard Hinton.
Abigail April Duraso.
Paige Michael Miller.
Danielle Nicole Doyle.
Nicole Rosemary Ruoff.
Kayla Renee Sharon.
Whitney Michelle Nye.
Kiara Alexis Jones.
Brian Austin Robinson.
Lindsay Alexis James.
Tristan O'Brien Shelley.
Talia Lene Oots.
Taylor Morgan Seitz.
Deja Lachey Bell.
Gabriela Sarah Gonzalez.
Gabrielle Joy Salam.
Christina Marie Bradshaw.
Morgan Ruth Williams.
Alexis Noel Harris.
Max Patrick Flanagan.
Austin Reed Baker.
Alexis Trishelle Rice.
Colton Charles Davis.
Marquijal Javette C.
Mark Francis Boblek.
Candacia Monique Sims.
Reed Johnson Erling Baker.
Brianda Shaquila Levy.
Miles Easton Carrick.
Jessica Patrice Jones.
Madison Lee Steger.
Danita Lachey Lindsay.
Anna Lee Whitney.
Desiree Lakita Evans.
Nicholas J. Witzak.
Tatiana Yasmin Stewart.
Taylor Eugenia Thomas.
Barbara Jackson.
Chelsea Jane Velez.
Chef Devontae Howard.
Samantha Marie DeSelms.
Megan Grace Struther.
Chastity Marie Cardy.
Alana Nichelle Connor.
Matthew Lavelle Reamer.
Takara Justin Ash.
Kayla Ponsavon Deering.
Brooke Alexis Ross.
Demisha Lachey Harris.
Kayla Santiago.
Tanisha Cora Brownbay.
Demaria Tyera Hodges.
Mazi Iaze Bowen.
Eric Rhodes Madison.
Victoria Adriana Hicklin.
Brianna Maria Mosley.
Kesey Davidson.
Jessica Elaine Ward.
Kyle Brandon Nix.
Lauren Ashley Rayome.
Mallory Taylor Bays.
Michael Jude Thibodeau.
Dallas E. Lee.
Kermit Hinson.
Henry Ross Stovall.
Tyler Eugene Oliver.
Rachel Blablo.
Sierra Nicole Lawton.
Allegra Pirapan.
Nicholas Jacoby Bidiaco.
Daquan James Palmer.
Terry Lynette Slade.
Tanae Capri Williams.
Jamaica Shantera Bell.
Brianna Devon Puckett.
Justin Michael Nichols.
Tamara Ayana Kennedy.
Rob Mistry.
Tierra B. Kennedy.
Cindy Ray Ennis.
Tierra Marie Jones.
Tina Marie Walker.
Savannah Elizabeth Fordham. Monet Holden Leslie.
Madeline Margaret Watson.
Leslie Monet Holden.
Taylor Marie McCullough.
Javon Malik Deputy.
Kamaya Lene Smith.
Sherelle Monche Tisdale.
Alexis Jasmine Nelson.
Rosaria K. Hill.
Brandon Terrell Lewis.
Deadrian Wilson Dungy.
Markinson F. Laktama.
Shakantala Cynthia Mather.
Kimani Jacole Williams.
Brianna Prichet Thomas.
Zoe Danielle Roberts.
Juliana Danielle Shell.
Laura Ashley Lilly.
Tatiana Dominique Lee Williams.
Danielle Metzger.
Natalie Nicole Holland.
Catherine Ciandella.
Latia Deasia Amari Robinson.
Crystal Denise McLurkin.
Janae Myjoy Thatch.
Kyle Joseph Dager.
Zionda Gibson.
Isaiah Anthony Washington.
Alyssa Michaela Smith. Don't go across.
Andrew Paul Sanchez.
Delisha Michelle Gamble.
Robert Alexander Ruth.
Malik Dion Williams.
Victoria Marie Martinez.
Markel Devon Smith.
John Salzgaber.
Joel Malik Logan.
Lamani L. Simpson.
Alana Ayers.
Inaya Nicole Clark Kennedy.
Nikki Vanessa Zupko.
Samuel William Beasley III.
Tori Quine Woods.
Keith LaShawn McElrath Jr.
Kashawn Tyree Mason.
Kiara Chanel Lloyd.
Cameron Nicole Turner.
Isaiah Jakael Drummond.
Solea Sierra Simmons.
Kishana Joelle Holloway.
Courtney Brianne Evans.
Amari Egypt Janae Clark.
Jordan Isaiah Bird.
Talisha Lachelle Thomas.
Christine Louise Epler.
Janae Dominique Curtis.
Alyssa Patrice Gordon.
Brittany Cheyenne Selvage.
Jakisha Bernice Jones.
William Daniel Hernandez.
Katani Ashton Neely.
Lauren Elise Hill.
Sarah Casey Danielle Brayboy.
Kelly Renee Andrews.
Jenny Young.
Grace Elizabeth Bailey.
Montana Faye Cartmel.
Stephen Alexander Perry.
Mays. Taylor Inez Mays.
Jemiah Washington.
Lene Regine Powell.
Jaquarius Henry.
Lakeisha Michelle Jackson.
Eric Emery Penn.
Savannah Dawn Revel.
Dante Tyshawn Douglas.
Lakita Sinetta Terrell.
Allison McKenzie Murphy.
Janisha Nicole Moore.
Julia Marie Tucker.
Taylor Christina Cunningham.
Tyrese Terrell Pratt.
Sydney Marie Lloyd.
Janaea Ashley Brown.
Ava Victoria Geiger.
Tiana Alexis Haynes.
Michaela Blake Morrow.
Delaney Foster Johnson.
Fabiola Nicole Quinones.
Deja Monet Owens.
April Melissa Berg.
Brittany Nicole Gibbs.
Kayla Reeves Schaefer.
Alondria Nicole Gray.
Nyasia Monet Vines.
Isis Acarius Shaviana McLean.
Jamie Jaquel Ariana Hicks.
Marquette Xavier Butler.
Raekwon Bernard White.
Jessica Larice Gauze.
Caleb Jashir Earl Quarles.
Lyric Lene Blunt.
Nathaniel Eli Pennington.
Megan Sarah Frank.
Elijah Ellerin Mapp.
Kristen Jade Pickney.
Rakeisha Renissa Edwards.
Gloria Joy West.
Navir C. Colbert.
Megan Pauline Stoller.
William Benjamin Burkett.
Amanda Nicole Rosado.
Nathaniel Benjamin Mosser.
Tyra Nicole Gallegos.
Jonathan Stephen Santaramo.
Emily Marie Vance.
Dana Petrus.
Adelise Kiera Bryn O'Kelly.
Kendra Lee Hoffman.
Zachary Brandon Brooks.
Connor Addison Way.
Courtney Marie Smith.
Hannah Elizabeth Moore. Eric M. Knight. Elazar Garcia Dominguez.
Samantha Jean Pennington.
Nicholas Campbell Westerberg.
Brandon Michael Kilgore.
Kwame Perkins.
Julie Dakota Wolf.
Madison Alexandra Brooks.
Michael Jennings Bailey.
Anna Monet Joy Sherrill.
Kiera Cherie Howard.
Sanja Michelle Jacobs.
Summer Lynn Reynolds.
Matthew Gifford Lawrence.
Faith Marie Essence Jordan.
Willow Gabrielle Bynum.
Dayton Edward Jones.
Sarah Marie Tankersley.
Joshua A. Vasquez.
Taylor Lane Swires.
Rebecca Etienne Henson.
Joshua Michael Griffey.
Alexandria Madison Mangum.
Molly Sue Kenny.
Emma Lynn Thomas.
Kylie Taylor Hokalani Knott.
Paul James Mallory.
Caroline Elizabeth Critchfield.
Amanda Nicole Van Dyke.
Morris or Morse? Samantha Elizabeth Morse.
Colin Michael Creighton.
Lauren Mays.
Gabriela Viveros.
Deshauna Janae Bynum.
Kyla E. Grace Soares.
Rocio Marcela Mendoza Batista.
Aaliyah Nicole Crawford.
Allie Marie Danini.
Ayana Courtney Collins.
Mary Kendall Watson.
Erin Patrice Proctor.
Allison Lynette Temez.
Lauren Diane Hall.
Kimberly May Hubble.
Theolis Ali Purdom Jr.
Michael Michelle Tucker.
Ursula Ali Robinson.
Aisha Moore.
Lucero Vasquez Sanchez.
Chloe Rose LaFountain.
Micah McLeod Green.
Valerie Page Bates.
Isabel Adrian Davis.
Preston Gray Hendricks.
Alexis Grace Holder.
Brittany Danielle Kleindenst.
Albert Donald Weston II.
Cheyenne Marie Myers.
Kirsten David Edwards.
Antoinette Jamaica Tierra Smith.
Isis Nastasia Connor.
Ariana Amina Monet Hunter.
Jordan Tara Moody.
Elaine Renee Ratliff.
Victoria Catherine Jade Mills.
Yasmin Andrea Johnson.
Caroline Elizabeth Settlinger.
Jasmine Kiana Robertson Warren.
Valentina Adeline Hegedus.
Dakota Ray Long.
Savannah Frances Louise Shepard.
Maggie Marie Googe.
Victoria Alyssa Othout.
James Frederick Cozart.
Caitlin Leanne Wildy.
Shelby Jewel Steele.
Aaron Riley Weatherby.
Aliana Sky Martinez.
Jonas Isai Reyes Jr.
Courtney Annette Alexander.
DeMarco Jeffrey.
Christina Lori Creech.
Aset Iana Bennett Ricks.
Micah Array Talbert.
Tavian Stanquise Hannon.
Diamond Alexis Wigfall.
Satin May Rivers.
Deanna Imone Hall.
Daquana Marie Devlin.
Kennedy Caitlin McFarland.
Shaquita Sierra Turner.
Dylan J. McKernan.
Janice Renee Edwards.
Tia S. Wilson.
Jessica Dubchinsky.
Jeremy Reynard Gonzalez.
Justin Ballinger.
Caroline B. Kosel.
Jalea Ashante Gathers.
Keyshawn Deshawn Covington.
Maya Shavon Johnson Jones.
Deja Andrea Hurd.
Victoria Oriana.
Tracy Ann Campbell.
Terrell Jason Bell.
Maya Kishera Mabin.
Alvina LeVay Spruill.
Hope Marie Dees.
Janae Ashley Machado.
Janisa Ajale Walker.
Shelby Ann Marley.
Cameron Janae Watson.
Aja Monet Bellamy.
Anna McClay Riles.
Brianna N. Carter.
Isabel Faith Rowe. Zachary Jacob Flack.
Thank you. I think this is a lot livelier than a Hornets game in this arena. So. Thank you, everybody. Please settle down. Let's have a round of applause for the class of 2019. At this time, I would like to introduce Larkin Eggleston, class of 2006, our first graduating class, where he earned an associate in applied science from the College of Culinary Arts. Today, Larkin is a member of the Charlotte City Council and represents District 1.
Good morning, class of 2019. On behalf of more than 112,000 fellow Johnson & Wales alumni whose ranks you now join, congratulations on all you have accomplished and experienced to arrive at this moment. We know the persistence and dedication it takes to earn your Johnson & Wales degree, and we share in your pride, joy, and probably a little relief. Today is a remarkable day. In fact, your journey begins now. Let that sink in. I ask you to think back to your first day on campus. could you have imagined the experiences that were to follow? Consider the sacrifices you and your family have made, the obstacles you've overcome along the way. Think about the faculty and staff members who challenged and broadened your views, the classes that opened your eyes and your mind, the clubs or teams you joined that sharpened your skills and fostered invaluable relationships, the friendships formed that have forever changed your life. All of these moments, however big or small, have helped shape who you are today. Now new adventures and challenges await. I promise as you make your way into the world that beyond Johnson & Wales, you will call upon these relationships and experiences time and time again to encourage, fortify, and guide you. In a few minutes, you will officially join the Johnson & Wales alumni family. You'll become part of a vast network of graduates who share a core Johnson & Wales experience and who have gone on to work in an astonishing array of professions, many spanning the globe. I hope that, like me and thousands of others, you will remain an active Wildcat for life. There are countless ways to stay connected. Come back and visit, talk to a class, or attend an event. Mentor a student or assure a prospective family that Johnson & Wales University is the right place for them. Join Johnson & Wales Alumni Connect, our new online community, to find other Wildcats where you live and work, access Johnson & Wales news, learn about alumni events, and more. And proudly wear your Johnson & Wales apparel or the pin that you just received. You'll be surprised how easily it'll invite conversation or an impromptu networking opportunity. Your relationship with the university does not end today. It simply takes on a new form. Wherever life takes you, you will always be embraced by the Johnson & Wales University community. This is a truly unique university, and I'm so grateful and proud to not only be an alumna myself, but to welcome you into the alumni family. Now, to mark this important milestone in your journey as a member of the Johnson & Wales University community, I invite graduates to please rise. As a symbol of your transition from student to graduate, you may now move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations again. Celebrate this once-in-a-lifetime milestone and walk proudly knowing you carry a rich legacy that grows stronger with each graduating class. Thank you for inviting me to participate in your graduation today, and go Wildcats.
You can be seated. Thank you. Thank you, Councilman Eggleston. I'm sure that the class of 2019 will support the continued growth and activities of the university as engaged alumni. We ask that you now rise as Reverend Knut delivers the benediction.
Would you join me in prayer? Father, you truly deserve all our praise. Thank you for this institution, its faculty and staff, and for all these students and their families. I pray as we go out from this place, we celebrate your work on our behalf. I pray that we celebrate these students for their accomplishments and growth. I pray that we celebrate the closing of one season and the start of another. Thank you that you are sovereign over all of life, and that not a hair can fall from our heads without you first ordaining it. Be with us now, Father, by the fellowship of the Holy Spirit, in Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you all for joining us as we celebrate the commencement of Johnson & Wales University Charlotte campus. To our graduates, go forth Wildcats and make us proud. My best wishes for a life filled with happiness, health, and prosperity. Do us proud. We ask all the guests to remain seated in your seats until the academic procession has left the auditorium. Good luck to all of you, and thank you for joining us today. God bless.